Slash and Cast.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Don't you blame the movies! Movies don't create psychos! Movies make psychos more creative!
Slasher and Azteral podcast brought to you by the Slasher and Cast Podcast Network and my YouTube channel Slasher Media, where we talk horror and nothing but horror. As always, I'm joined by fellow co-host Mori, as we are recording on a different day. Pitt couldn't make it. And to start with, we are going to do a mini game, and the mini game is probably going to make Mori hate me. Are you watching the stream?
Yeah, I just pulled up.
So basically, what I have here is red. Well, it looks like one big red square to you, but it's actually many squares.
Ooh, all the squares.
So this minigame is basically I've taken a screenshot from 9 different movies, 9 different horror films, and all of them are different. And you basically have to guess what the movie is and what the scene is.
Movie and scene, okay.
From the thing, and I will take a square. But not all of them are squares, some of them are different. I just did them all differently. I'll take one at a time, and the rules are you get 3 questions per picture only.
Okay.
And the questions obviously can't be very specific. The questions have to be so basically you can ask what franchise it's from, you just can't ask what movie it's from.
So you can ask franchise, can ask movie, okay.
And oh, said I right? You must get the movie and scene before the final square, or no point is given.
And scene before final? Repeat that last part.
Before the final square, you must get it before the final square.
Oh, okay.
You must get the movie and scene to be given a point. Right, shall we begin?
Absolutely.
Right, first square disappearing in 3, 2, 1. This one's not going to be easy, by the way.
Okay. All right. It looks pure dark to me. Am I seeing that correctly?
Yeah, pretty much. There is a little bit of light. There is like one light source. By the way, that doesn't count as a question. So you still have 3 questions.
And it's like 3 questions per these squares you've pulled up right here.
Per picture.
Per picture. So this counts as a picture right here, or is this whole thing a picture?
This whole thing.
This whole thing is a scene picture.
This entire
this
is just one part of an image of a scene. Every square that disappears will reveal more of it.
Okay, and so I can just have you go to the next square, right, without asking any questions about that one.
Yeah. I'll give you.
But these are also free questions. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. And not all squares are equal sized, or
I
is this like extra room?
I just tried to vary it up a little.
Okay. All right. So now I see that. Let me adjust my lighting on my end. Oh yeah.
I need to get a ring light or something. I need to get a key. I now got a key light.
Yeah, you do. That's the key to it all. 1 second. I think I have a couple dust bunnies on my screen. I'm cleaning my screen here real quick. Look at that. This mini game is all about me.
You have
Correcting my script.
You have 3 squares left. The final square, the final like portion is this one massive line.
Okay, I'll
So-
take the next picture.
Here we go.
Ah, yeah, here we go. Look at that. Look at that little car there. In the middle of nowhere. All right, so let's see here. I'm just making some observations out loud for everybody's benefit, not just myself, because if I just sat here thinking real hard, the only thing you'd see is smoke and be like, wow, this is boring. So car, we're in like a middle expanse, maybe like a desert. I would think out west. Based on clarity of the image, not clarity, like quality of the image, it inclines me not to think it's in the Hills of Eyes franchise, correct? It's not in the Hills of Eyes franchise?
No, it is not, and you have 2 questions left.
Okay. Perfect. For this piece or overall?
Overall.
And that's overall, okay.
Well, you have, like I said, the rules are each image that you have to guess, you get 3 questions per one. So you've got 2 more on this one.
Okay. So let's see here. In the middle of nowhere, driving down a road. It is a dusty road. It's a dirt road. You can tell by, I believe, all the dust behind the vehicle. It's an SUV. No other. It's very. It could just be actually a regular car, right? No, I'm gonna say SUV. Looks like an SUV. What horror movies lead you in the middle of nowhere, dirt road driving? Let's see. It's not the Halloween franchise. It's not the Friday the 13th franchise. This just doesn't look like anywhere. I mean, one can argue in the first Halloween, the setting and everything, especially when Loomis is going out to check on Myers and everything. That's a bit, but I don't think there's a scene like this. You know what? Wait a second. I'm gonna think myself into a corner here. Let's see.
To be fair, I didn't think this would be that hard. This one would be that hard. Kind of is.
You didn't think this would be difficult?
Not this one, no, because it is a film you've seen.
Which is fair.
I'll give you a little hint. This is a film we have talked about. We haven't done an episode on it, but we've talked about it.
Which makes sense, yeah, because it seems familiar. It's just it is in fact a car in the middle of the dark on a dirt road.
I tried, but a lot of like the shots from this one scene are too revealing to what it is.
Oh, yeah, that makes complete sense. Is this in the Halloween franchise?
No, and 1 question left.
Perfect. All right. Next square. If I'm doing this,
Yeah, you
thing,
can
right?
you can always ask for the next square, but you are down to the last one. If I reveal that, you lose.
Which is okay. I'm fine with losing if I can't remember it. Let's see. Let's put on our thinking cap for all of the other episodes we've done.
So rule is you can ask what franchise it's from and stuff like that, but you can't ask the specific movie within the
Oh right, yeah. What franchise is this from?
It's from none. It is not a franchise film. This is a solo film, and also.
Oh, I see.
That's the last.
Yeah,
question.
yeah. I see you. I see your loaded question there. So, all right. We talked about it. It's not part of any franchise, being it's all on its own, all by its lonesome in this car in the middle of nowhere. Dirt road, no franchise. SUV. Hereditary.
That's the movie. What scene?
So now, this is the scene. This is the infamous scene, right, where the head's about to get blooped.
Yep. I had to get the widest shot possible.
Yeah.
Hey, that's 1 point.
I had you going there for a minute, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd get that one. Right, next one. And your first square.
Oh, la dee da. That's a very floral bed cover. Next square, please. Of course, you just
It's because
next.
it's because most of the next part will give it away a little.
Oh, well, the next. Okay, all right. Let's see. And next square, please.
You've got fucking alright. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now I'm seeing stuff. All right, floral bed cover. It's a very clean room. It's not a motel room for obvious reasons.
No, I don't think a motel room has a random door just at the top. Just saying, this is a door. This is a room.
Oh, a door at the top. There's a door up there?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
There's a door, right? This is a door. This is a person going through the door. And this room is not on the same floor as the door. Also, that's
Okay,
one.
that makes
Also,
sense.
that's one question.
Good, good. Okay.
Two
What
questions.
franchise is this from?
Scream.
I'm impressed that I actually don't remember this scene. And my brain's not conjuring up a awkward door
I will
above the
give
room.
you the next square, but obviously remember you've got one square left after this.
Okay. It's the movie set.
That is the
right?
scene.
Yeah, so it's the movie set, and this is shit, which I always get, which one is which after this. How many guesses do I get?
You've got two more, I believe. No, three more. One more.
One more? Okay. Shit. So you might get me on this one, only because I'm bad at the middle of the Scream franchise. That's where I
This
lost
isn't-
like a little bit of my interest.
This really isn't in the middle of it.
What is it?
This isn't really the middle of it. You should be able to get this one.
What I mean is the movie set. My difficulty is that those next couple movies with like Leary
There's
and
really
everything.
only one that actually takes place on an actual movie set.
Yeah, and that's which one I'm trying to remember. Scream 3.
Yep. It is the chase in the fake house.
Nah, I'd have a room like that.
Right, next one. That's two correct.
Absolutely.
This one. I don't know about this one. This one you might. Yeah, that's. You're not supposed to see that yet. Right. First square.
Next square, please. Looks kind of like a hospital gown. Next square, please. One more square, please. Cut off shirt. Short brown hair.
And I believe we have talked about this movie.
You believe we talked about this movie in particular?
I think we've mentioned it. I don't think, obviously when I'm saying that, it's not meaning that we've covered it. It just means we mentioned it.
Yeah. I think I know what this is. I'm just thinking of the name of the movie.
I'll give you one more square.
Okay. Oh, this is Alien Romulus. This is the scene when they are
They're in the lab before they go into the corridor.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I was like Ramos. Because when I saw the wall, I was like Alien, but maybe. And I was thinking of that movie that wow, come on, brain, work for me this morning. Sci-fi horror one where they discover like an abandoned ship thing.
The same actor's gonna be in the new Stephen King movie that's coming out.
Ooh, he's a pretty good actor,
The
to say the least.
Long Walk.
Yeah.
All right, first square.
Next square, please. Oh yeah, I'm getting an idea. Next square, please. Next square, please.
Careful, you are running out.
Yeah, all right.
That's the last square. So if I reveal that before you get it, you'll lose.
Yeah, so it takes place in England, based on the
How
England's
can
leading
you
discount
tell from
jewelers.
that?
England's leading discount jewelers at the top.
Right. Okay.
Next next thing though is the drivers and the cars.
That point.
The position of them at that would be the next piece.
Yeah, this does take place in England.
Yeah. It's dated, I'd say what, the 70s, maybe 50s.
Yeah.
Not 50s. Maybe not even at 70s. No, still around like the 70s.
Let me have a look. But do you want this to be? Are you asking what year this came out? Is that one of your questions?
Is this American Werewolf in London?
Yes. What scene is it?
I've never seen the movie.
I'll give you. I'll give you it just for getting the movie, but it is.
You can give me half credit.
But it is basically the ending of the film.
Oh, okay. I guess this based on you and the knowledge of I can't think of any actual like English horror films, that are set in that era.
First square on this one.
Ooh, that's pretty shot. Next square, please. Much missed. Good missed. Next square, please. Ah, you switched it up on me here. Good. Next square, please, which I think is my last square before the final, right?
Yes.
Is this part of the Evil Dead franchise?
Nope.
You can. This is not a question. It's more of a statement. But I was thinking this might involve like a bridge, right? Because
that is a bridge. That is a bridge.
Yeah. Cabin in the Woods.
No.
Damn. All right. So there's still a bridge. I have one more, right? One more question / statement.
No, you got two. You've only asked one
question.
I
got two.
You've done statement. Okay. Trying to guess it isn't going to count as a question.
Oh, okay. All right. So we got ourselves a bridge. It's not part of Evil Dead, which obviously I always think of that because, the whole premise of being trapped in the woods and stuff for it.
This square gives it away. This is why this part is the final, because this will give it away.
Yeah, which makes sense. The quality, it could just be the mist. It doesn't look as high quality. All right, let's see. Am I able to control zoom in the Discord thing? No, I cannot. More options. Nope. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna lean in a bit awkward here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, everybody.
I believe this is a movie we have talked about.
Okay. Bridge in a misty, dark place. The next square would give it all away. What's a good question to determine this bridge?
You got 2 more.
Is this bridge located in the United States?
Yes. 1 more question.
What type of killer is in this movie?
The killer is supernatural.
Supernatural killer in this movie. Okay, supernatural killer.
And that's all your questions.
Yeah. Bridge in the middle of nowhere. It is believed we have done this in the pod before.
We didn't do a topic on the movie, but it was a part of one of those list videos we do.
Oh yeah, list videos we do. Nah, that wouldn't be fair if I started going through all our pod notes. I'll be nice. I won't flip through the pod
No
notes from
cheat.
before.
Don't cheat.
That would be that would be a little too easy. Supernatural. So I have no more questions, right?
Nope. You're all out.
All right. So not Evil Dead, not part of that. Civic movie. That we may have discussed. This one might get me, just because is this Final Destination?
No. If I reveal this square, you don't get the point.
That's okay. I can take not getting a point. I give on this one. My eyes are still. Am I crazy?
I'll give you. It's Lost Boys.
Oh no! It's been so long.
It's the bridge hanging scene.
Yeah. See, so that makes sense with the date. With this scene is in fact an older thing, like the cliff and everything right there. Nice. Okay.
Next one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about it. I still need to watch Lost Boys again. Ever since I watched Sinners.
It's possible you'll get this one.
This is the riot scene and Halloween Kills.
And that is correct.
This is one of my all-time favorite horror scenes. It gives me chills.
Next one.
Is this Midsummer?
No.
Damn, the coloration immediately made me think Summer. Next square, please.
This came out before Midsummer.
Okay. Next square, please. Ah, okay, the water. The water would have completely changed it up, yeah. Next square, please. And then there's only one square left, right?
No, there's this one, and then there's one more. This one.
Oh, cool. All right, so it's a boat on a body of water. Came up before Midsummer.
Years before Midsummer as well, by the way.
Is this in the Friday the 13th franchise?
Yes.
Is this the Friday the 13th remake that's also called Friday the 13th?
Yes.
This is the scene before she gets nailed with a bow and arrow from Jason on the shore.
Well, her boyfriend does.
The boyfriend, yeah.
She gets hit by the boat.
Right, she gets run over, yeah.
Yeah, she gets hit by the boat and then goes under this little, like, fishing thing, and then Jason just stabs her in the head.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that film.
That's that one.
I didn't like the ending where they just did the standard Friday the 13th ending, but
here we go.
Ooh, okay, next picture. Next picture.
This one has 6, by the way.
So we've done 3,
oh, no,
right?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, I mean.
Okay, so then one more square.
There's no characters shown in this shot either. It's just the place that they're in.
This is the roller coaster, like it's the amusement park scene in Child's Play.
Which Child's Play?
Child's Play 1.
Nope.
So it is Child's Play 2.
Nope.
Shit, I haven't Child's Play 3.
Yes, I'll give you it. It's the end. It's the ending chase.
I pretty much watched them all in like one sitting one day, so I couldn't really remember
Right,
it.
last one.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Looks like kind of like a security gate thing. Just for funsies, I'm gonna try and guess this. Is this split?
No.
Damn. Okay. Next square. Next square. Do you recall why I was thinking it might be split? Because the hallway and
Yeah.
the cage kind of thing. Yeah. Is there only 2 squares left, or?
Yeah, there's only 2, so I can reveal one more, and then the last one will be the final.
Yeah, one more for me. All right. That's a red light. That looks like it might be underground, maybe. No, that's a guardrail right there. That's a guardrail. What is this thing in the left square, upper right? What is that?
What this?
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
Oh, wait. I think it might be one of those mirrors to use to see around turns, and that this might be a
Yeah.
curved turn. So we're looking at it from we're inside a security gate thing.
I'll give you a little
Maybe.
hint. You have mentioned this franchise probably twice already.
Twice already today? Damn. Today, right? Like I've mentioned it twice today.
Yeah, you've mentioned it twice as we've been doing the minigame.
Huh. As it's yeah, Evil Dead Rise.
Yep.
It's the parking garage when they're getting out.
Now, the girl has been nabbed, so she's trying to get the gate open.
Oh, right.
You got 8 correct. The only one you didn't was the Lost Boys one.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be harder.
You're like, you're gonna hate me. I'm prepared for our friendship to end. And I'm like, this is fun. I like this one.
Right.
Very solid.
Right, everybody, the main topic today, we're going to be talking about the Halloween video game. Mori didn't think this would... me and Mori had a real good chat about this one. Because as soon as he saw Gun Media, he got fucking worried.
Yeah, because Gun has made me sad when it comes to games.
But
TCM could have been so good.
But listen. It's not made by Gun Media, though. Alright? So, basically, for those who don't know, this game is made by Ilphonic, who you may know run Killer Comes from Outer Space, the game, Killer Comes from Outer Space, Predator Hunting Grounds, and the Ghostbusters one. In those games, Ilphonic have kept them going. They know how to do stuff long term, and they've already said that this game has a lot of stuff. Gun Media are just co-publishers and promoters. They have, I don't know how much extent they have within the development of the game, but Ilphonic are the main people. They even brought back Nick Castle to do mocap for the game. So the original Michael Myers himself is doing the mocap for this. It will have single player, where, as far as we know, the single player will basically be, the single player will be that you play Michael as you go through the events of the first movie, and it'll have multiplayer like normal ASIM games do. So we're gonna watch the trailer. This was shown at Gamescom. I think this was the Future Game Show that this was shown at. So we'll watch the trailer.
A quiet town. Just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours. But it was here, on
Whoever's doing the Donald Pleasance voiceover, not a bad job.
October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down. He was going to reach it. Come on, come on, we have to go.
No. You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
So, like I said, this is gonna have single player, multiplayer, and is out next year.
The atmosphere, they do get up in the atmosphere in it. I don't know about the character models yet, though.
I think Michael looks fucking great.
Michael does, but the you know,
yeah, but
survivors,
you gotta think it does say at the beginning this is not final gameplay footage. Obviously this is just.
But they could be using assets from the gameplay in the trailer.
I don't think the characters look that bad. They could look worse. But yeah, it comes out next year and it'll go to. I know a lot of people see the Gun Media logo and like, oh fuck, but no, this game obviously is made by Alphonic. Gun have nothing really much to do with gameplay wise. That's why I'm tired of just seeing people complain the hell out of shit. So they do have obviously a Twitter, and they have been posting a ton. So their first tweet, so I'll go all the way down. So obviously they posted this on Halloween night 1978. No one is safe from Michael Myers. So this is actually going to be on the multiplayer side. This will be 4v1. So it'll be 4 survivors versus Michael.
Which is good because, not to segue of another game, have you seen the shape changes for Dead by Daylight?
No, what?
They're fucking the game up really bad right now. You know the pig's power, right?
Yeah.
Where she lunges and like dashes.
Yeah.
They've turned Michael's evil like incarnate when it's the full level into just the pig dash, as in Michael is basically in the animation is probably him like zoom, like gliding forward. The thing is, that's not Myers. That's not Myers one bit.
They have
it is so bad.
They have said this game is a stealth game as well.
Yeah, so basically, like, we're in need of a proper Myers game now because they're killing. They're killing.
Dead by.
the
I've
shit.
heard nothing but like absolute things by Dead by Daylight going to shit, and I'm just sat there like, I'm glad I left that game when I did.
I was about to go back to it, but the PTB that they're releasing with the shape changes and stuff, they've made it to where now stars are down on the ground for 90 seconds. They can get back up free of charge, and you don't have to hold any buttons to do it. It just happens. But then that's okay. They changed an anti-tunneling thing now, where if a survivor dies within the first 6 hook states of the game, like a survivor, all the survivors get a permanent bonus repair speed. It has a thing where is it? This is like my venting part because we need a good horror game an asymmetric horror game to get past this shit because this is bad.
I have seen people say the Halloween game could be the Dead by Daylight killer.
Yeah, because essentially, now when a survivor's hooked, their hook is now the hook status is hidden from the killer. When they're unhooked, there's no notification, and their hook status isn't revealed immediately. So you don't know when someone's been unhooked.
All I see is videos of people complaining about Dead by Daylight, and I'm always like, why are you fucking playing it then if all you do is complain?
Yeah, I haven't played in a little over a year except for a couple like random like friends.
We will read this because they did Bloody Disgusting did an interview with Will Phonic on the game, but we'll read that after. So you become the boogeyman. So what's the story of Halloween the game? Single player story mode, play Michael Myers mode. We will read that as well. We've got a lot of info to go through here. Available now on the official Halloween Portal website. So yeah, if you go to the Halloween Portal website, which is a thing, you can actually download some capture grabs and computer backgrounds, and I have actually set one as my computer background. Nobody goes near the Myers house. So this is what the Myers house, and this is when they announced Nick Castle himself is doing the mocap.
Nick Castle.
The quiet streets found no longer safe. So this is what Loomis will look like, and this is what my Corvus will look like.
Okay.
Single player slashing and elevated asymmetrical horror multiplayer. Read more about the importance of exploring the critical narrative moments of Halloween through a single player mode. So obviously the single player mode is story driven. In Halloween, Haddonfield is a living, breathing horror playground where here's why crafting a dynamic sandbox worthy of the IP's legacy was fundamental to the project's goals. Lock your doors and secure windows because the boogeyman comes. Right, so we're going to close these two and we're going to look at the stuff here. So this game is now available for wishlist. So you can wishlist it on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Epic. For obviously those two for PC. I love this.
That is a nice little what do they call it? Is that a JavaScript thing?
So obviously you can follow them on all social media. They have a TikTok and stuff like that. So we'll start with this. Experience the terror of Halloween, become the boogeyman, or fight back against the face of evil itself in Halloween. Haddonfield, it's Halloween night 1978. The unexpected families of the quiet suburban town of Haddonfield are making holiday preparations, and evil has made its way home. Boogeyman or hero? The boogeyman. So, I don't know if this is like how they're officially calling the survivors, but I think the survivors are called heroes. The boogeyman is out. Team up in a 1v4. So, like I said earlier, 1 versus 4.
Yeah.
A asim horror showdown on everyone's favorite night of the year. Choose to save the quiet town of Haddonfield from bloodshed as a hero. So obviously, as the hero, you will probably be like saving the town, and you'll be a babysitter. Maybe there's kids that you've got to save. Haddonfield or stalk and terrorize the residents of as Michael Myers. Follow, and this is how you can follow them and all their socials and not. I'm gonna go all the way to the top. Okay. So these are what they've released. These are all like statement things. Ilphonic, Compass, International Pictures, Further Front, and Gun Interactive are bringing the next big thing in asymmetrical horror Halloween. Heavily regarded as the blueprint for the modern slasher, 1978 has left an undeniable. Halloween 1978 has left an undeniable and I can't even fucking say that word. Indelible mark on modern horror now. The teams behind some of the most successful modern horror games titles joined their publishing forces with the original producers of the film franchise to deliver the definitive interactive iteration of this landmark property. Ilphonic and Gun Interactive, in partnership with Compass International Pictures and Further Front present Halloween, the teams are thrilled to come together again to bring an IP this important and near and dear to their hearts. To the asymmetrical horror landscape, all massive fans of the 1978 classic, with Ilphonic at the helm of development and publishing and Gun. So this is where, so for everybody worried out there, including you, Mori.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, like, it's kind of bad though when they have to directly state that.
Yeah, because I know it's bad, but do not play the game because it says gun. So it says Ilphonic, so massive fans of the classic with Ilphonic at the helm. So Ilphonic are making all the decisions. It's up to Ilphonic for the development of and publishing. And Gun are providing publishing support. So they are just supporting the publishing of the game. They are not directly involved with development. So all development is up to Ilphonic, far as we know. The goal is to not only do Halloween justice, but to once again innovate in the asymmetrical horror space. Charles, can't even say that name. What, Brungart?
Yeah, I'd say that.
CEO at Ilphonic states, working with Gun again presents an opportunity to showcase how both companies have grown since the last time we collaborated.
What was their last collaboration? I tried to look it up in a very simple thing, Ilphonic and Gun projects, and the Google decided to just go along the lines of iconic gun projects, and it's just like silly search engine.
What games have Ilphonic and Gun Media?
Lucas, buddy.
Worked.
Oh, everyone on the pod gets a Lucas treat now. That's right. Raccoon can be jealous.
Oh, they worked together on Friday the 13th.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, so they worked together on Friday the 13th.
Gotcha. Which, I never had a chance to play that, unfortunately.
Yeah, it says here Friday the 13th, the game was one of their games that they helped with.
Yeah, one of my, however, favorite times ever watching YouTube
I think the problem
media.
with TCM, I think that's what the problem with TCM was. They went with other developers who didn't care as much as they did. So you can't you can't really fully blame Gun.
My complaint is purely on the choice of meta and abilities of of victims and
I think
everything.
the entire ability thing just didn't feel right.
Because what killed
felt
it was the fact that
too Dead by Daylight at times.
yeah,
With
it's just like when you give a survivor or a victim the ability to insta pick a lock and do that multiple times throughout the course of the game, and you only have, in some cases, only 3 locks from basement to exit.
I think that one of the issues was as well that is that you had to have someone play Leatherface.
Yeah, because their solution should have been. I thought they made it to have to.
I think they changed it, but I mean at the very
near
beginning.
the end.
I mean at the very
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, because when they added hands.
So Charles Bugnett, CEO at Ilphonic, states, working with Gun again presents an opportunity to showcase how both companies have grown since the last time we collaborated. I am looking forward to implementing the lessons we have learned since then in getting this game to market and partnering with Malik Akkad and Ryan Freeman, the film's original producers. So the original producers of Halloween are also involved with the game. Compass and Further Front has given us amazing insight and guidance into the quintessential horror IP. Wes Kellner, CEO at Gun Interactive, adds, when Chuck reached out to me with this opportunity to help, I didn't hesitate. It's exciting to bring these two teams back together again, and it certainly helps that we're working on one of the greatest horror films. We're always ready to support a friend like Ilphonic. There is a lot of ground to cover in revealing this project to you all, and the hub is already populated with a few key pieces to start that foundation. Please do check out the hub post. So that's about that construction in the multiplayer sandbox. So this is the multiplayer side of things. So from its early, you want to read? You read it. I read the last one.
From its earliest iterations, Halloween has been built with the goal of delivering a dynamic, enveloping horror sandbox worthy of the legacy of its iconic course IP. As horror fans, we understand the importance of frighteningly relatable locations, believable characters, and dread-inducing situations, and wanted to ensure those fundamentals were presented throughout Halloween. As an homage to the meticulously crafted execution of John Carpenter's Halloween, our team has worked diligently to recreate the quaint town of Haddonfield as a living, breathing game world for players to exhaustively explore. Working with Malik Akkad and Ryan Freeman, the original producers of the films, has been amazing to make certain that the game is authentic to the source material every step of the way. Lucas, get down from there. Come on. Down. 1 second. Down.
For those listening in, he's talking to his cat.
Yeah, the beautiful cat I just showed. Get off of that, buddy. You can't touch those. Just because I'm not giving you attention doesn't mean that you can attack those. You're a pain. I'm going to show you what he keeps trying to get here in a second. Just so you understand the problem and the danger of him messing with it, because it's a pain. One of my friends, they make these cute little artistic baubles and things like that. See, it's glass, like a cork, and it's like flowers and things inside. And I have a whole bunch of those now. For example, like this. It's hard to fully see. And Lucas, when if I'm ignored, I'm not doing what he wants me to do, he gets up on there on my back thing, which you can't see with this zooming in, and he starts trying to knock them over. The problem is they are tiny and they are glass. So I have to, interrupt it to keep him from doing it.
Continue.
All right. This franchise gives us the perfect opportunity to explore the unique yet familiar vibes of Haddonfield and its iconic killer. Everything we've built and designed comes together to create the perfect horror sandbox playground to interact with. We couldn't be more thrilled to develop such an experience and truly bring players into the world of Halloween. It's an exciting challenge to craft the time, place, and lifestyle that sets the stage for recreating the terrifying experiences of the original film. Not only did we get to build one of the most iconic killers of all time, but we also got to reconstruct Haddonfield as a period accurate 1970 town filled with unique interior and exterior gameplay spaces. While Michael stalks and kills in these seemingly safe streets, the victims work to scour the world for helpful items to fight back against the shape before it's too late.
That's what
We built a
interests me.
suburban playground.
I just
What's
hope
that?
I hope it's not going to be a Friday the 13th situation where you can bully Michael.
Yeah, because there's the
'Cause
only
in Friday-
time I've ever really
in
seen
Friday-
Michael
in
bullied.
the Friday 13th, you could bully Jason so fucking much.
Yeah,
And
so
I think with Michael, it needs to be a thing of you just can't because it's Michael we're talking about.
yeah, the only time I've ever seen people try to like bully Michael was that really god awful Halloween. Forget which Halloween it was. It was they went back to the Myers house as like a film crew to film like a horror show.
Resurrection.
Yeah, with
It
the whole like
was
hiya and like jumping it and like
it
trying to do
was
like a
the
jump kick.
sequel to it was supposed to be the sequel of H2O, and
Yeah.
the only part of it that was like H2O connected was the fact that Laurie dies at the beginning of the movie for just no reason.
Yeah. And so yeah, like that's the closest thing I'm thinking of. Like, did anyone ever really bully? You can maybe say Halloween Ends, there's a bit of that, but let's face it, there was kind of a point to that, right? Like
There was a point. That was him getting murdered.
Yeah.
Right, continue.
All right. We built a suburban playground brimming with endless opportunities that empowers players to star in their own horror movies, where their choices decide the fates of everyone around them. Effective scares are often executed through a careful concoction of stark lighting and unsettling atmosphere, anxious musical stabs, and most importantly, the element of unpredictability. Halloween leverages Unreal Engine 5 to provide convincing in-game locations and familiar landmarks from Henfield with an expansive array of dynamic map features, distinct gameplay systems, and lifelike NPC interactions, all accompanied by haunting visuals and chilling audio that adapts to the world and actions around you. Since day one, our mission has been attempting to honor the aesthetics captured in the original film. We have tried to faithfully recreate the look, feeling, and tone of the classic horror. The 70s were a very specific moment in time in terms of style and decor. We made sure to immerse ourselves in those design principles to provide convincing environments reminiscent of the era. We want players to feel connected to the authenticity of Haddonfield. Cole Gray, art director Elphonic, explains. Our teams combed through every frame of the film to ensure the visual fidelity and presentation was fitting of our horror sandbox. Today's technological advancements enable us to potently recreate the noir in the film, which means, like, so it's giving the vibe that it's going to be a good chunk of Haddonfield, kind of like the camp in Friday the 13th, where you have like a lot of stuff you can do. And I would suspect, just guessing, Myers will have some form of teleportation, kind of like how Jason did.
They have said that Michael. So they have said I believe they have mentioned it being like stealth. So he will have probably some abilities that allow him to stay undetected enough from survivors. I don't know if they'll give him the same abilities, kind of, but I think they would give him some sort of teleportation ability to make sure that it looks like he's turning up places he shouldn't.
Yeah, because that's like one of the only ways to do it. Because he can't. Number one rule: Myers can't run. If you let Myers run or do anything that looks almost like running,
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
you've already failed the task. Even like he doesn't really even do like really major lunges either. He's a very like I think one of the reasons why I like Myers so much and why I think it'd be so fun to play a game like this.
The reason why Michael is the difference between Michael and Jason is more expressive in his kills and stuff. Michael, he shows no emotion, he shows no expressions. He's just straight out blank face. That's why he's the shape. He just is what he is. He kills.
He's inevitable.
And he kills the most effective way that he can. He doesn't care about how he does it. He just wants to do it.
Yeah, like he prefers the knife,
Yeah, he
but
just prefers to
if he
kill
doesn't
any way he
have the
can.
knife, he'll do it whatever he wants.
Like in Halloween Kills, in Halloween 2018, he just snaps a kid's neck because he doesn't
I'm just
have a
saying
weapon.
the whole scene when he just starts going house to house along his patch, just murking everybody. I love
I
that
love that
because it just
scene.
showed.
It's
It
one.
purely
It's a
showed
one
the
shot.
machine that he is.
He's basically a fucking Terminator.
Yeah, like and he's going towards a goal, but it's just he completely doesn't care. Anything's like obviously he doesn't
Michael
go
kills.
suicidal.
He doesn't go out his way to hunt people down. He kills whoever's in his way.
What I would like to see here is in this film, like in this game, this
It's like
probably
with
could be like
Laurie.
pretty close to buying it.
It's why with Laurie when she thinks that Michael's after her and her alone, she realizes that he's not. She's putting herself in that situation. Same with everybody else who gets killed by Michael. They're putting themselves in his path.
Yeah. And the thing is, they just don't know his path. So, of course, you can't, if you don't know the path, you can't get out of the path.
The entire
So,
thing is
it's
he
just there.
wants to go home, kind of, basically, is the way I see
Yeah.
it. He just wants to go home.
Yeah. Now, like, for example, what if they have not like a bunch, but what if they have NPCs in the map and other things too, like just kind of doing their own thing, like in their homes, or maybe like, you know what I mean? Like something that gives the world
Yeah,
life
this is what
at the
I'm
same
glad
time.
about. This is what I'm
Because
glad about.
imagine you're the survivors trying to meet up to do things, and you start hearing like the screams and things like that, and you're trying to figure it out because I'm hoping there'd be proximity game chat, you know,
I'm
and then
hoping there's
like
proximity because that's what one of the best parts of Friday was proximity, and
yeah,
the game rewarded players from like Friday the 13th was like the first game I ever properly used in-game chat because as soon as I got that walkie, I was always on the mic going walkie check 1 2, making sure people were fine, and then I was always asking people, right, do you want to go for the kill, or do you want to try and get the car? Do you want to get the boat? Who wants to do what? And helping one another.
yeah, because so some of my favorite
In Texas, I didn't get that. I didn't get the team stuff. Everybody in Texas,
for
it felt like people were out on their own doing their own thing.
for family though, like for the family, you had to be on top of your game. Did we ever like we played a little bit together, right?
Yeah, we played a
You and
little
I.
bit.
So you remember how like very regimented, very mechanical I was with Leatherface to ensure that I could shut them down and
Yeah,
hopefully get rid of the lockpicker.
as the
You
family, you
had
have
to,
to.
yeah,
Yeah, as the family, you had to communicate. But as a survivor, I didn't get the team up, and all these people are supposed to be friends. Like as the characters, they're all supposed to be friends, but it's like they don't know who each other is and stuff like that. They don't help one another in
yeah,
Texas, which was the issue for me. Is that there was no communication between survivors. There was no like helping unless you were friends with like people in real life who we played with.
yeah.
There was no team, and that's why I missed Friday because it in that game it was special for that, and I hope that this game brings it back.
Yeah, so like give you an idea, one of my favorite when I first started getting into YouTube, watching YouTube and things, getting into gaming like that, H2O Delirious.
Yeah, H2O Delirious and Vanis and all those
Yeah,
were my YouTubers growing up.
there was that my first was Sea Nanners, like Sea Nanners, Gassy Mexican,
Who are it now? So Friday, when it came to Friday, Slash and Cast, that's how I found them because
Okay.
they would cover everything. Obviously now I'm like we're in their network and I talk to them. I've talked to them like a lot. But they're one of the reasons I knew Friday the game was a thing, and I really fucking loved that game. H2 Delirious, I watched him play it. I watched all of those guys play it and how they would play it. But yeah.
Yeah, like so some of my favorite things. So some of my core like memory of content creation stuff before I was a content creator, and things involves things like this, watching people come together and play and enjoy a game. And that's good. I never saw that with TCM. TCM never had
never
that
had it.
level of creation.
It felt underutilized. So this is
Yeah.
what I like about this. Replayability is something that they have discussed. So replayability is such a critical component to any compelling gameplay loop, which is why we've dedicated extra development time to ensure we deliver a cohesive and endless replayable horror game. The foundations of our design goals center around an engaging core that breeds infinite possibilities throughout the game, regardless of how you choose to play, from the moment to moment gameplay to the front and metagame progression experience. There will be consistent possibilities evolving around you. The feature and mechanic alchemy throughout Halloween has been catered to allowing for expensive gameplay combinations, ensuring you're being fed that tantalizing sense of excitement while leaving you hungry for more. So what we're gonna do is, so this is, we're not gonna read this because this is the trailer. So this is attacking single player and multiplayer modes. Actually, well, where do they mention the single player?
Yeah, so I suspect. Remember
So
the
the story
counselor,
mode, our players to Haddonfield for Halloween, they'll never forget if they survive it. Special items and collectibles will be exclusive to the mode, and we cannot wait to unveil those later. So the
So
game,
I'm
so
guessing.
the single player is story driven. It's not like Friday the 13th where you had those single player challenges. This is story driven.
Yeah.
So this is
Toxic.
bloody disgusting. So this is an interview that they did with, I believe, with the people. Is this an interview?
Yeah, it's an interview with the chief executive.
Where's the interview start?
At least, it's may even just be some statements. As chief creator for Elphonic says, oh, so it might just be someone reporting that.
No, probably for
what he
its
said.
initial multiplayer offerings, reflecting on these dreams, and it announcements in college. What's this one? So this is what they know about the single player. In addition to the online version of the game, Halloween the game will also feature offline bots. So this is something that a lot of people are happy about. It won't just also be a single player story mode. The game will have offline bots. So if you are someone who wants to play the multiplayer, but without actually interacting with other people and still wants to experience what the game has, you can with bots if you wanted.
Yeah.
Single player will feature a legit single player story mode, something that other ASIM games in the horror IP space have been ignoring in recent years. The official press release teased whether playing solo in story mode against bots offline or facing others in online multiplayer, each mode rewards stealth, strategy, and skillful play. What else do we know about Halloween single player components? We poked around the game's official website to learn more. Blaze can also exclusively poke with the developers at Elphonic for a preview piece that has some more info. Preview piece. Oh, this was. I already read that. The game's official website details for starters Harold as one of the very best. Hell, what the fuck does that say?
Heralded.
Heralded as one of the very best in the genre. John Carpenter's Halloween stands above the rest when it comes to storytelling and tension. Ilphonic CCO Jared Gerritsen knew that this project wouldn't have been complete with just fun multiplayer experience. There needed to be an immersive single-player component to fully bring a true horror experience to players. When we looked at how can we take asymmetrical horror to the next level for this project, we knew adding a single-player mode would set us apart from other titles in the genre. Gertizen shares, we believe that fun factor and gameplay comes above all, and adding this in definitely adds to that formula. The website also notes the narrative for single player in Halloween takes on a new shape, playing as Michael Myers walk through the memorable locations from the 1978 classic, such as the Meyer house, or bask in the recreated asymmetric atmosphere of Haddonfield. The single-player story mode for Halloween the game places emphasis on exploration and replayability, with those two things largely informing the design of story mode. Additionally, special items and collectibles were exclusive to the game's story mode. As Harrison Abbott notes in our exclusive interview with Ilphonic, developed in collaboration with Polaroid Studios, who brought us Karma: The Dark World earlier this year, this mode will thrust you into the coveralls of the shape and have you facing off against the townspeople of Haddonfield, the police, and of course that pesky busybody Dr. Loomis. Ilphonic lead design Jordan Mathewson told BD, in such a fun mode you'll get to have very controlled Halloween experience that will hopefully drive even more people towards the multiplayer. We can't wait to show you off in the near future. While many of these types of games inevitably seem to die off when large numbers of people stop playing them, the news of Halloween the game having a single player story mode as well as offline bots becomes quite compelling, and it could very well be the thing that keeps us playing the game for many years to come. Stay tuned for more as we learn it. So with that, that's everything we know so far about the game.
Yeah. So one thing, I hope that when they set up like these kind of NPCs, like maybe like a more living, breathing world, one of my favorite games ever when it comes to like things feeling fleshed out is actually the Hitman series, right? Especially World of Assassination. So imagine if you have like, you know, a decent number of people, you know, with like their awareness states, things like that, similar to like Hitman,
Well,
you know, wandering around doing their things as you're trying to move in and kill, you know?
In the Friday the 13th game, the single player challenges basically was Hitman.
Yeah.
It was basically Hitman, because all you had to do was find ways to kill the survivors, the bots, and that. Those were just like challenges, and you got a score at the end. In this, it is a story-driven single player, that takes place, and you play as Michael, seemingly playing the events of the first movie.
Yeah.
I think the game is going to do well, and because Ilphonic are known for supporting games long term and always planning out what they're going to do, I think this game's going to do really well, and I think they might bring in all the other movies and skins and stuff. I just hope that it's not going to be obviously Ilphonic are doing this, so Ilphonic know what fans want, and because it's
you mean
Ilphonic,
you don't want Rory?
Because it's Ilphonic and Gunn, and obviously they work together on Friday, I hope that it's going to be another Friday situation where this game is going to do well, and unlike Friday, it won't just stop because of a license issue. Obviously, when it came to Friday the 13th, the game, we do have announcements that there will be another Friday game, but it's probably not gonna be the same.
Yeah, but then also, Brian, the Halloween license has never been as messy as the Friday 13th. Like, it hasn't really changed hands all that much, right? Like, it hasn't been like a really messy transitions.
When it comes to Friday, really, so when it comes to Halloween, obviously one person owns it, and they basically just give. I think they just give out companies the right to make movies on it. So like how just like how Blumhouse made the recent movies, they were basically allowed to make those films. They were kind of given the license to make it. They do not own the IP.
Yeah, well, so the reason why, like, obviously that it's canonical and stuff like that with Halloween 2018 Kills Ends is really because of Carpenter, right? Carpenter's involvement with it, Carpenter heading it with the backing of it and stuff. And so that's what I look at it like, that's why it's the official, timeline. And it's a good timeline. Some people may complain, but I would much for that over, the cult and H2O.
Yes, I think when it comes to Friday as well, when it comes to the Friday game, when it comes to like the Friday IP, Friday's not really changed as much. I think it's like one party owns basically the name Friday the 13th. So that's why the new universe is not called Friday the 13th. The universe is called the Jason universe. So all the movies really are going to be named Jason this, Jason that, stuff like that.
Jason goes to school.
It's like how we're getting the TV show, the Crystal Lake show. And obviously the Crystal Lake show will be more adhered towards an origin type deal for Friday the 13th. But I don't know. I'm excited for this game because I love Halloween, and I think I trust Ilphonic to give us a game that's gonna last for a long time. And I don't. Anyone can say what they want, but I'm pre-ordering the shit out of this game.
Just fair, yeah. I won't pre-order. I've been burnt lately. But one thing that my train of thought. Where are you? Come back, train of thought. I just thought of this. So you know how they've kind of more gone in depth of Myers and the fact that it's his house, like it's really the house, the room, it's whatever that involves. It's kind of his path, right?
Yeah.
The issue I find with that then becomes, because I was thinking something funny. I was like, what if, like Lori and people go to Camp Crystal Lake as and you get my chase for each other. And I realized that technically won't work ever, really, because what Myers wants is the house.
Yeah.
If you're in Myers' path, you're involved, but that's it. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't really get a good, because how they done it, you can't really get a good cross franchise.
It's why he kills that couple.
I love that couple, by the way. What was it, Little John?
Yeah, Little John and Big John.
I love them so much.
I love how they scare the shit out of those kids.
Yeah, like they were such a delight. Which is why they had to die, of course, and then just the riot scene, right? Yeah. I love the not it's not really a riot scene. It's more like a what would be the correct term for it? Vigilante scene. We'll just call it that, vigilante scene.
Yeah, it's where they chase the guy who they think is Michael, but it turns out to be the guy with the umbrella.
Yeah, like overall, they up this scale while still maintaining an isolated atmosphere in the town, and that's what I kind of hope here is that not only do they have these smaller scale like houses, things like that, but then you have like a larger scale of isolation of time.
It's going to be a thing of I did hear as well. Cops are gonna be different in this one. The police are actually gonna be able to be killed. I think. Let me know in the comments if that's right or not, because I have heard that apparently the cops will be able to be killed. They won't just sit there. They're not just an escape. The cops are going to be more utilized more.
That being said, they should still be able to stop. Like, people should still be able to stop Jason. I'm imagining Jason when he gets all stumped up and falls over.
Yeah, there has
Myers
to be
can
one.
still be
I don't
stopped.
think killing him will be an option.
Yeah, but like the idea of, they could probably, because think about it, still like a good baseball bat kind of thing still kind of would stun Myers. Like in some chase things, like obviously people do get away from close encounters.
The only thing
because
you
they're
shouldn't be able
moving.
to do is
Spam beat him up.
Yeah, bully him.
Why? Now my argument is the reason why we know he shouldn't be able to be bullied like that is literally the scene with Tommy and everybody with baseball bats and shit, right? Like
he gets the beating the hell up, still gets some kills in. He's on the ground for 5 seconds, gets back up and just murks everybody,
kills them all, and I think that's like the plus thing. Maybe they can interact that, right? Like maybe that's the punishment for if you try and sit there and bully Myers is he gets like that kind of like aggression, like a boost.
He gets,
he just gets up, starts taking out the survivors. Like, yeah,
that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that. I think they did something with Jason, didn't they? In Friday the 13th the game, they had him have like a little boost mode type deal. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. But yeah, I've got nothing else to say. Have you got anything to add?
No, nothing else really with the game.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of the Friday 13th, the Halloween game. Let us know in the comments and all that. I hope everyone did enjoy today's podcast and YouTube video. Because I'm also using this for the main channel video as well.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone did enjoy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Remember, keep on searching, keep watching horror, and we'll see you horror fans later. And obviously, this podcast is brought to you by the Slasher and Azteral Podcast Network.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Don't you blame the movies? Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.